set to go, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners are 4 of their last 6 games.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys establishing themselves amongst the league's best. 7-1 here through the first 8 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, nice move. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now. Throwing to start the drive. Yates. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Brings up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Yates.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Yates pass complete to Theo Johnson. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got a sight set on another big game right here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Skattebo.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The Bills at 6-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You talk about this Giant defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go,
There is a hush indeed.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Up the middle they go. Fuller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a quarterback sneak.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 59 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fuller. A nice little juke.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Pollard will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides had an optimum level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. Shakir hauls it in.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there. CD, that helps. A bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Looking to put a drive together. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Shifts by him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him a gain of 37.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. Throwing to start the drive. Yates. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Giants
on play action. Yates. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, New York.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Yates. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Well, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Yates. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Giants.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and long. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Yates working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bills 10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Payne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Cam Ward, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Titans are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is C.D. Lamb. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Cowboys close out the first half of the season with a victory as they move to 6-3 on the year. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And it's DeAndre Swift. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. The Bears get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That's complete to Palmer. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8.
To the air, Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yardage situation. To wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Payne. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Allen now looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down.
Off the play fake. Yates. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4.
Off play action. Yates. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Third down.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's full.
A good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fuller. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, New York.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They run the counter. Fuller trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Operating from the gun. Yates. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Yates. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time, so haven't been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play that gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen going to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
37-yard line.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the... The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band at a time. Going on the west side, giving side guys. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Fuller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun. Yates.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on to punt for New York. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have the Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here's Allen to throw it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Allen.
Open man is Palmer.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Tap forward by Allen on a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Allen.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Payne. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Touchdown, Bills!
Khalil Shakir with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done then.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Yates.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fuller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Yates. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A 56-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Here's Allen. That's caught right side by Palmer.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the fourth quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter when we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Wide open receiver complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
The Giants first down.
Back to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. Then he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's first and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Allen and the Bills now, down by a field goal, 36 seconds remaining. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. Here's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Allen. That's caught by Shakir. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's good for a Bills.
Now Allen.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
To throw is Allen.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Giants, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until Week 11.